So why don't we switch it up this time and start with Jen and then Steve, and we'll end up with you, Denise. Jen, go ahead.
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, we have been working with a local city council candidate. We did some canvassing for him last week, knocking doors in a neighborhood, and literally every single person that answered the door, we asked them, what their number one local issue is, and they said housing affordability. The average apartment rent in Austin is $1,300, and housing costs, like real estate costs, are about 68% higher in Austin than they are in the average housing market. And his number one issue is housing affordability. So it's a good candidate to be working with, and he has a good pulse on what people care about. We plan to canvass for him again next weekend and are looking for more opportunities with other candidates who want to work with us. We're also just trying to be out in the community more. Some comrades presented at a, let's see what it was called, Political Parties and the Left yesterday on the UT campus, just kind of talking about Marxism and, what we're doing. PSL comrades were there, just kind of talking about what we're doing going into the election and going into this next year. We threw a protest this summer along with PSL as well for abortion rights. So we hopefully can do some more things like that, and just using these opportunities when we're in the community to talk to people and figure out the things that they care about and how we can help them, do the things that are going to make their lives better. We've tabled a Beto event when he was in town about a month ago. Personally, I am going to vote for Beto. I really do hope that he wins. Greg Abbott is a clear and present danger to millions of Texans, and Beto is the candidate with the best chance of beating him. Like, that's it. He's certainly not perfect, but he's better than Abbott. So I just think that it's important that while some of our comrades do support the Green Party candidate, some of us are voting for Beto. People are free to vote for whoever they choose. It's important that we always just keep in mind that voting isn't the end of it. It's really just the bare minimum, right? And that we want people to vote, but we want them to stay engaged, and we want people to continue to educate themselves and to do these mutual aid things in their communities and things that are actually going to help people on the ground. So, it's when we talk to people like at these Beto rallies and stuff, we are like, okay, so Beto wins, awesome. And then what, right? Like I said earlier, I do think that he would definitely stop the bleeding. But if he wins governor of Texas, are the clinics that had to close going to reopen? Probably not. The prosecutions will probably stop, hopefully, but it's not going to repair all of the damage that's already been done. So I think that we just have a lot of work to do to continue to build that revolutionary power on the ground here, and do all those other things in the community, that mutual aid work, and just educating people and meeting them where they're at, to help really improve the lives of our fellow Texans.
Steve.